2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard.
And the world champion Raptors, Canada's only NBA team. Always great to hear the country's national anthem. Stay tuned for more when we come back here. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
In the last few years, we've seen league-wide scoring surge in the NBA. Now, many credit years of defensive rules changes, such as limiting hand-checking on and off the ball and getting rid of contact in the paint. Now, everyone isn't pleased with these changes. Some say defense is no longer allowed. But a higher pace of play, more efficient shot selection, and lots of threes also play a role. Most fans aren't complaining. Kevin?
It sure is fun to watch, DA. Thank you. And with plenty of games still ahead, here's a quick rundown of the power rankings thus far. You look at the Bucks. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And looking at Indiana, they just can't seem to find the mojo they need to move up the rankings. They've tinkered with their lineup, but so far they just keep getting the same results.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Turner and Sabonis playing inside. Oladipo is out there with T.J. McConnell, and it's McDermott in at the small forward. And for the Raptors, Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Van Vliet and Lowry are the 1 and the 2, and it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Siakam outside. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
These are the looks this offense is designed to generate. Siakam deadly close to the rim.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, though. If you're going to shoot in the low 30s, you're going to end up losing a lot of games.
They couldn't hit a thing out there. With that awful shooting percentage, you will be lucky to win one game in this league.
The Pacers shooting their first foul shots of the night here. First one falls for him. You know, for a while, Smitty, there was some talk of eliminating conferences altogether. But the East has begun to turn things around. It's starting to emerge again.
You know, Kevin, me and you have been around a long time. It's going to always flip-flop back and forth. It was the East and it was the West. And I think right now the East right now is turning that corner. In a couple of years, it'll probably be the dominant conference. I like the way it is. I don't want to see them eliminate conferences.
I agree. Good point. Unloads from 9, and Turner with the basket on the assist by McDermott.
He goes to the bounce pass there. Nice rhythm at the end of the play.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Oladipo. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Van Vliet kicks to Johnson. Back to Van Vliet. Passes to Siakam. That one goes in.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's Turner, and the Pacers tack on 2 more. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lowry passes to Van Vliet. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Van Vliet. The teardrop falls in.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Here's McConnell. It's Oladipo on the wing. Now McDermott to the middle. It's tipped. Gasol with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Having a big who can run the floor is obviously a value. What I like about Siakam, he can finish in so many ways.
Now, here's McConnell. 8 points his last outing. There's the pass to Oladipo. Now, here's McConnell. Tight defense on him. And so Indiana again turning it over. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
13 feet away. That misses off the backboard.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
And Oladipo, here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Turner. Getting around 12 points a game, 11 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or 2 on him, but that's easier said than done.
First free throw is good.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
Oladipo hits them both. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 1. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Now, here's McConnell after the Marcus Olmis. Pass to Oladipo. The 3. Drills it from outside. Oladipo's got 8 points.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
And here is Van Vliet. 8 points his last outing. From 13, Siakam misses.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Here's McDermott, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Raptors trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Van Vliet. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. McDermott with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Doug McBuckets, we call him. has established himself as a knockdown shooter in this league.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops for McDermott. And so he makes both from the line.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
McDermott with a steal. And Oladipo, here we go.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Raptors trail by 10. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And you look at per minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
Let's check out the NBA blocks leaders. Fifth best, Miles Turner.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Toronto with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Siakam kicks to Lowry. Over to the left wing. Here's Gasol. Count the basket. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Here's Van Vliet. Misses the three.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Here's Turner. Trains it from 9 feet away. Turner's got his third basket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Raptors trail by 10. Now here's Van Vliet. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Siakam against Turner. Shot clock at 5. Siakam misses. Pacers leading by 10. Here's Oladipo. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And that's 12 points for Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Oladipo against Lowry. Lets it go from deep. The Pacers pull it in. Outside Turner. Pass to Sabonis. Over Gasol. And Gasol sends it back.
Gasol with those long arms is a shot blocking expert, especially down low.
Here's Sabonis. Offensive rebound. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. Down by 12. And the Pacers with possession here. McConnell with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Sabonis. Gasol with the defensive effort.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
The shot by Lowry, no good. Pacers leading by 10. Oladipo outside. Passes it to Sabonis. This one for three. The Pacers keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Count that one.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Toronto calls timeout.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Pascal Siakam. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Stanley Johnson. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fred VanVleet. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Leaf checked in for Sabonis. Warren comes in for Doug McDermott. Lamb, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for TJ McConnell. And the stretch center in demand for Miles Turner. Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger, and continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Here's Lowry, following the score by Miles Turner, and it's sent back by Turner. Lowry passes to Ibaka, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Rugged finish by Serge. Takes the hit, converts through it for a potential and one.
And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurricular. He can get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of. One shot.
Free throw good. Serge Ibaka. Steve, the league has done a pretty good job of curbing player altercations. Some guys, always though, it seems, are going to be ready to go toe-to-toe and will not back down.
Patrick Beverly, Kevin, Draymond Green,
That's right.
James Johnson.
Yeah.
Those guys come to mind. They are ready to go from the tip. They are ready to go.
Here's Leaf. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Miles Turner. And out of UCLA, Norman Powell, an athletic 6'4" combo guard, said he modeled his game after Russell Westbrook.
And I can see why. He's gifted physically as well. A 6'11" wingspan, a 40-inch vertical leap. He's more of a two-guard in my opinion, and he's off to a strong start in his young career.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Here's Brogdon. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Lowry against Turner. Lowry passes to Anunoby. He's off on that one.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
It's Brogdon on the wing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon.
And here's a look at numbers for Lowry. He's been more than solid over the last month, averaging about 18 points per, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Indiana on D. They have a 9-point lead. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That's his first foul. Here's Lowry. Swatted away.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
And the pass to Brogdon. On the wing, Lamb. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Powell. Lamb, good. And the Pacers lead by 11.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Now Lowry. He had 22 points in the win against Chicago.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
A wide open look here for Ibaka. Drains the three-pointer. Ibaka's got 6.
That's what you get from a veteran playmaker. If you get open, Lowry will find you.
There's 1:17 left in the first. Left side, Warren. Back to Brogdon. Inside. Here's Leaf. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Lowry with the ball. Brogdon picks him up. Offensive rebound. Alice Jefferson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The first one falls, and Toronto making a change here. McCaw's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Turner. Both good from the line that time. Indiana leading by 6. Holiday looking over the floor. Brogdon the pass to Leaf. Now here's Warren. He's tightly guarded. It's good. There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's McCall. Pass to Ibaka. Pass to Anunoby. They shoot again. And the layup good by Ibaka. He's got 8.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
15 seconds left to play in the first. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Pacers have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Holiday. And here is Powell. Passes it to Ibaka. Got it off in time. And he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
Victor Oladipo getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set. Now it complements Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam and what he brings to the team.
defense toughness, my experience playing with those two guys, one of the best in the game right now, and then helping those two here, and with my experience, what I learned, I think I can help the team a lot, energy, and both hands on the floor.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the court right now for the Pacers, Lamb and Warren at the 3 and the 4. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the 1. Raptors trail by 4. Now here's Powell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago. Hollis Jefferson finds Powell. The pass to Ibaka. Clock at 6.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
Lamb, good.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Outside Warren. Here's Lamb. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Poked away. Hollis Jefferson passes to McCaw. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Logged in the pass to Warren. Sweet move. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Toronto called for the foul. Well, Smitty, the game is evolving. We know that. New moves and techniques developed. Talk about some that have grown in popularity since the time of your retirement to now.
You know, the step back is one, and then also the step back is one. The Euro step, and I think also guys right now being able to launch their bodies into guys. I don't want to say it's a move, but that's how guys are playing. Because you can't hand check, guys are throwing their body into the defender on the move even more.
That free throw good from Warren. And the Raptors with some changes. Marc Gasol is checked in for Anunoby. Pascal Siakam comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Norman Powell. The Pacers also changing it up. Sabonis, he's checked in for TJ Leaf. McDermott comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's Oladipo in for Brogdon. Both free throws good from Warren. Raptors trail by 6. Siakam outside. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Got a piece of it. 6 to shoot. McCaw kicks to Gasol. Offline with his 3. Pacers leading by 6. Here's Oladipo. Right through the D for the layup. Oladipo's got 14 points for the game.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort, and he brings the energy.
Here's Van Vliet after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Comes up empty down low.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's McDermott. Here's Sabonis. And finally they hit one. Sabonis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Van Vliet finds Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. Here's McCall, guarded by Oladipo. Here's Gasol. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Sabonis. Pass to McDermott. Back to Sabonis. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Now here's Van Vliet. McCall. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one. Indiana leading by 9. Oladipo with the ball. Now Sabonis. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas. Oladipo, the pass to McDermott. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
The Pacers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Outside Holiday. Pass to Warren. Back to Oladipo. From 13. Misses off the left iron. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. 7-point differential. No one covering. McCaw has got 6 in the quarter.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Now here is Holiday, covered by Van Vliet. Sabonis kicks to Holiday. Sabonis trying to get open. The shot by Holiday, no good. And the Raptors with possession. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Siakam. The Pacers pull it in. Oladipo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Holiday attacking, and he makes that one. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
The Raptors have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Siakam. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Yes, people have been surprised by Siakam's offense. What I'm surprised about is the efficiency.
And the most improved player in the league last season. Pascal Siakam got better in every statistical category.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Coaches talk about young players needing to experience the playoffs to understand that level. Vinny, why is that so hard to simulate without going through it?
Kevin, reasons why is in the playoffs, everything is taken to another level. Also, you're seeing this team night in and night out. They know your plays, you know their plays. It comes down to just execution, and you can't have careless turnovers or those brain freezes you have in the regular season. You know, for a player like Stanley Johnson, you are just waiting for the offense to come around. He has shown to be a solid defender, but that's just not enough to find consistent minutes.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, it's been difficult for Stanley Johnson to live up to his draft spot of number 8 overall back in 2015.
You see the talent, Kevin. The fans are still waiting for Johnson to turn the corner with his offense. He's still working to pass the 40% mark from the field in his career.
Now, here's McConnell. No points in the game yet for him. Left side, Turner. Over Siakam. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. The dish to Lowry. Johnson in the corner. Three-pointer. Knocks down the 3-ball. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Working on the accuracy from range, you see Stanley looking a little more comfortable out there.
McConnell kicks to Oladipo. The pass to Sabonis. Now here's McDermott. He's guarded by Johnson. 5 to shoot. Sabonis, no good.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Here's Van Vliet. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Now here's Van Vliet. D right on him. Siakam outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Pass to Sabonis. Over Johnson. Sabonis with the bucket. Sabonis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Raptors trail by 7. Siakam outside. Here's Gasol. Sabonis grabs the board. And Indiana shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Oladipo, good.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Here is Lowry after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Back to Lowry. Van Vliet looking around. Here's Gasol. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lowry passes to Johnson. Tipped away. Now Van Vliet. Pass to Gasol. Over Sabonis. Again, the miss by Gasol.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 11. Passes it to Lowry. On the three off target. The Pacers shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. Oladipo. Sabonis. And staying with the play, Sabonis. Sabonis has got 8 points in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Turner against Siakam. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. Will it go? And it's sent back by Turner. To the paint. Here's Oladipo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. That's good from Oladipo.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And the Raptors with some changes. Anunoby, he's checked in for Gasol. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Stanley Johnson. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Indiana also making some changes. T.J. Leafs checked in for Sabonis. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Doug McDermott. And Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Raptors trail by 15. 36 seconds left in the first half. Here's Powell. Softly drops in the floater. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
And here is Brogdon. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Leaf. Here's Turner. Lays it up off the glass. Turner's got 16 points.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so it's Indiana. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Right back after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Victor Oladipo putting in some incredible work. He had 20 points, 3 assists, and 6 rebounds. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Love the dog and Oladipo. That's my guy. Everything has come together for him the last couple of years. He could take a game over on either end, and he's doing it more consistently now.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Toronto right now, Van Vliet and Lowry are the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for McDermott. And McDermott drops them both. Raptors trail by 17. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, "A Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole." And Kevin, that's what made him, from Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Here's Lowry after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Lowry against Oladipo. With the shot. And the basket by Lowry. Lowry's got his first basket of the night.
I can't believe that went in, and I don't think he can either.
The pass to Oladipo. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Johnson, a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. That's now 8 points for Stanley Johnson.
The catch and shoot game, something you want to be able to do at this level. Johnson's been putting in the work.
Now, here's McConnell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock at 6. Here's Sabonis. And again, it's Indiana. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered by McConnell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Sabonis. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness grade, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Pacers leading by 14. McConnell scanning the floor. Pass to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Van Vliet following the score by Indiana. Basket good. Van Vliet's got 8.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half. Showing good execution on the offensive end.
And Oladipo kicks to McConnell. Pass to Turner. 8 feet away, and again it's Indiana.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 16-point game. Looking to get it going. Good work defensively by Turner. For Indiana, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Down low, Good D by Siakam.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Now here's Oladipo. 22 points for him. They get a hand on it.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Raptors. Indiana also making some changes. T.J. Warren comes in for McDermott, and Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Here's Johnson, 8 points for him. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. The field for the three-point contest is about to be finalized. And I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the three-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
You take a look at McDermott. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities on All-Star Weekend. But, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And the excitement for this year's three-point contest keeps growing as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. Some amazing shooters in line to take part.
Hard to pick a winner out of that group of contenders, but safe to say it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Now, here's McConnell following the miss by Kyle Lowry. And it's Turner finishing it off.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Raptors trail by 20. Lowry from outside. Sabonis grabs the board.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
It's stolen by Ibaka. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. But they'll get another chance. That's tipped. Turner with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Ibaka against Sabonis. Back to McConnell. Out to Turner. Shoots from the corner. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Siakam. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Nice rebound by Siakam. Has the 7'3" wingspan to get to the ball and the big hands to control it.
The Raptors have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Raptors. Patrick McCaw comes in for Fred VanVleet.
One of the league's best kept secrets, Pascal Siakam out of Cameroon, discovered as a raw teenager at Basketball Without Borders back in 2012.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, Smitty, you're talking about Siakam. The Raptors president is from Nigeria and very active in the Basketball Without Borders program.
You're totally right. A prospect like Siakam was on his radar. The late first-round pick in 2016 was more than rewarding where he ended up at.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Outside for Lowry. Over to the wing, and a wide open look for Siakam. The three-pointer, no good. Pacers leading by 19. To the inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And so here's Toronto. The Pacers making the shot. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Brogdon, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. Pass to Siakam. Hangs in the air. And that one is off. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Now, here's Brogdon. Defense is right there. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Ibaka. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. Averaging 9 points per game, 9 rebounds, then just over 2 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
All shots he's changed just by challenging them. Such a luxury to have someone like this as your last line of defense.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Toronto's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Powell. No good, unable to end this run. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Pacers. Oh,
Okay.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Toronto calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Here's Powell, and it's sent back by Turner. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Brogdon leading the charge. Up again, and there's Brogdon putting it right back in. Brogdon's got 6 points in the quarter.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now here's Powell. 6 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. It's tipped. From 8, and no problem from Brogdon as he finishes at the rim. Brogdon's got 10 points.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Here's Lowry, following the score by Indiana. Now the pass to Powell. Ibaka outside. Powell with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Outside Lowry, trying to end the drought. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. 5th, the Raptors.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Pass to Turner. Over Ibaka. And Turner with the basket on the assist from Brogdon. 22 points for Miles Turner.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Now Powell, 6 points for him. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Passes it to Anunoby to the paint. Here's Powell. Banked in off the glass. He's got 8.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Up top, Brogdon. Lowry covering. Bucket is good. 14 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here is Lowry. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And there's the pass to Ibaka. Lets the 3 fly. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Warren finds Turner. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Turner's got 24.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
The shot by Lowry, no good.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Lamb, good. Lamb's got 6 points.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
1:49 left here in the third quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. 5 on the clock. Lowry drives in, shoots over Warren, and the basket by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Forget the analytics. This is one of Lowry's favorite areas to operate from.
Brogdon the pass to Turner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the line for him here.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. And Thomas subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And the Pacers also making a change. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Both free throws good from Turner. 1:14 left to play here in the third. Brogdon against Thomas. Feeds it to Gasol. And it's sent back by Turner. And here's McDermott. 6 points for him. And the shot goes in. 28 points for Miles Turner.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Powell, following the score by Miles Turner. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Lamb passes to Brogdon, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And the Raptors with the ball. The Pacers making the shot. Pass to Anunoby. Powell against Lamb. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Gasol. Rebounded by Lamb. Lamb's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Brogdon off the drive. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And so it's Indiana with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. On the court for Indiana, we've got Brogdon, and it's Bitadze in at the center.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And for a team's schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's a reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
Brogdon hits them both. Toronto shooting just 34% from the floor. Holiday against Powell. Pass to Thomas. 6 to shoot. Here's Hernandez. Off target with his 3. The Pacers shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Sampson. He can't hit that time.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here's Hernandez. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Patrick McCaw, he's checked in for Powell. And the Pacers also making a change. Holiday's checked in.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both, the home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
2 shots, foul, 2. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Holiday. And here are the Raptors now. Holiday brings the double team to the wing right side. Here's Boucher. Lays it up and banks it in.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Holiday up top. He's guarded by Thomas. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
You know, Smitty, Commissioner Adam Silver has been outspoken in saying there will be a female NBA head coach, and he says it's on him to help it happen sooner than later. And, Steve, we already see many women in various categories in the NBA all over the league right now.
So true, Kevin. I love the diversity, and it's much needed in our league. And I would say Adam Silver has done a great job of taking us in that direction.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Holiday. Passes to Bitadze.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. Here's Thomas. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's McCall. Kicks it to Thomas. The pass to Hernandez. No good with the triple. Holiday left side. Here's Bitadze from the high post. He drills it. Bitadze's got 6 here in this quarter.
All about the team. Justin Holiday looking for the open man and finding him.
Pass to Anunoby. Steve, revenue's climbing. We're seeing some star players make $40+ million a year. Top coaches making around $10 million a year. My goodness. You think coaches are due for a raise, though, Steve?
You know, I think all parties involved, the numbers will keep going up, Kevin. The franchise values are going up to over $1 billion. So I think coaches will get a raise, players will get a raise, and the guys that are playing at a high level, especially for coaches, if they're winning, their numbers will go up.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Toronto's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Outside Thomas. Over Holiday. Thomas, no good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pacers. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Here's Boucher. Count it. Good. Pacers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Sampson. Fader on the way. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Anunoby. Sampson pulls it in. Outside Holiday. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Kevin, I haven't, but I've bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
Clock at 4. Holiday with the defensive effort. And Indiana shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Sampson kicks to Holiday. Over Thomas. But they get it back.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Holiday inside the line. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Raptors shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Now here's Thomas. Passes it to Hernandez. Buries it down low. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Thomas against Holiday. Here's Bitadze. Outside Holiday. Another miss by Holiday. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the pass to Boucher. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty, around the calendar. There's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off-season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
With the floater, it's deflected. Here's Anunoby, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Holiday with it. The three, Holiday trying to free himself up.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
McCaw, the pass to Hernandez. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's off on the first. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership, and ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And, Steve, you know, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have an identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
And he can't hit the second. Hollis Jefferson, good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now Lamb lobs it up for Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Boucher. Pass to McCaw. The fadeaway. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
It's tipped. It's 2-on-1. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Here's Boucher, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
And here is Lamb. Passes it to Leaf from beyond the arc. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Toronto's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. There's the pass to Thomas. Here's McCall. Well, we know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one-and-dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25. Just something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
And the first one at the line is good. The Raptors making a switch here. Powell's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Pass to Bitadze. Takes a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Boucher's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's Sampson. You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
A minute 42 left in the fourth. Here's Lamb. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
And he knocks down the first one. And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pacers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Miles Turner.
I'll tell you, his shot blocking made a big impact, whether it was on the ball or rotating over to help. He provided the intimidation factor this defense needed.
Here's Boucher. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Lamb. Out to the wing. Bitadze, the pass to Sampson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The free throw drops for Powell. And so he hits both. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Outside, Lamb. To the middle. The jump hook. Bitadze with the bucket.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Victor, you guys have been pushing the tempo, looking to get out and run, and it's working. Has that been a focus of late?
We figured out that we got to play fast and we got to play high tempo no matter what happens, and we got to stay together. So we got to just continue to keep working.
Well, you certainly hit them first tonight, Victor. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.